Welcome back. Welcome to Game 2 of the men's Final Four of tonight's doubleheader. We have Bad Boyz versus D-Generation X fighting to go to the championship Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We will have the Bad Boyz in black, D-Generation X in white.
Once again, shout out to We Hoop for Fun, who just secured our first spot in the championship game Wednesday. Down, what was it, as much as 11 or so in the second half.
Yeah, really went on a run in the second half against Trillis.
Outscored Trillis by about 30 points or so. Maybe just less than that, 26 or so, over the final about 16 minutes of that game.
And here to get it started, again, we have Bad Boyz in black, D-Generation X in white. Over to number 5, Caden Ogles. Looking in, over to number 14, Aaron Bain trying to get it going. Again, very little warm-up time in the round league, so you'll see a lot of that rush shaking off in the first few minutes. Over to the corner, number 13, Carson Frawley. A lot of ball movement starting early for D-Generation X. Over to Jacob Kaler. Hits a three. Went to Utah Tech University.
With two fresh teams on the court, the volume in here a lot louder than it was at the end of game 1.
Down inside to number 35, Austin Hilton standing 6'6", showing a strong post game.
Hilton using his body. He's got a good wide frame. A spin move.
And number 16 for D-Generation X. Kayvon West looks to get it to fall. A little bit of a mismatch. Up and under from number 7, Mark Reasoner. As again, we see Austin Hilton getting the board.
Hilton, in 6'6" out of Linfield, averages about 25 a game. Was dealing with a lot of contact from Penuetta, had a hold of his left arm.
Getting to the line early and converting. Again, this is the first time we've seen either of these teams in the semifinals in the past couple seasons, so new emerging team might be on the rise for the round league.
The white aid is Jacob, and the Asian aid is
There we go. D-Generation X bringing the ball up court. Kayvon West looking to get the offense going. Hits the rolling number 8, Canese Penuetta.
Canese Penuetta out of Portland Bible College is one of the familiar faces we have seen in this game before, but playing on a new team.
Again. Kayvon West trying to get some offense going. Over to Penuetta in the quarter. Gets that to fall.
Canese has got one of the prettiest strokes in the round league. Good size. The better hoopers to come out of Portland Bible College. Keone Penuetta, also out of Portland Bible College. Canese's brother getting to the line.
Again, starting to get in a rhythm here at the round league. Both of these teams played yesterday in the Elite Eight, so almost back-to-backs. Playing a little bit of fatigue in a somewhat cold gym, as it is a rainy day out here at the Round League HQ.
To get a very nice crowd. Not quite as full in here as when there's an $80 Wilson Evolution basketball up for grabs. Shout outs to my competition, Alan Billinger, who went for about 30 or so in game 1. Also did not care for me bringing that up during game 1. We'll move past it now.
And Caden Ogles in the corner for 3.
Ogles out of Clark College with a nice looking stroke there. Second 3 of the game for Bad Boyz.
Penuetta for 3. Over to Bain. Degeneration X with the stop. From up top, the Penuetta backcourt starting to heat up.
Penuetta got serious backspin on that jumper. Very pretty to watch.
Bain can't get it to fall. Hilton with the offensive board and tip out.
Biggest guy on the court getting onto the floor. You love to see it. There's that spin move again. Couldn't finish that time.
Reasoner gets his hands in there, looking for the bump call.
Reasoner playing with a lot of intensity, another former PCC Panther. Shout outs to all the Portland Community College Panthers out there still hooping, myself included. Here's Canesse again.
Over to the corner, Jacob Kaler with a tough bucket
again,
for 2.
2 number 8s on the floor for Degeneration H. Jacob Taylor with the finish that time.
Aaron Bain looking for the 3, can't get it to fall. Over to Hilton, to Reasoner in the corner. Picks up the offensive board on his own miss.
Great cut there by Reasoner. There he gets the finish.
Bain with the great
He's
find.
been very aggressive early on. And a nice start for Degeneration X, up 9. Kevin Westra on the foul out of Concordia.
And here we have checking in for the Bad Boys, Jacob Adler and number 99, Arnold Wynn.
Fresh legs on the court for Bad Boys. Taylor misses from 3.
Early foul pickup by Canesse. His second of the game.
That's the second foul against Canesse Penuetta. Tillman with the putback. The big fella giving a bit of a look there at West after that finish.
Hilton picking up the board. Adler picks up the foul as Cody Starr takes it to the line.
It's hard to match the intensity and tension of games that when they do not involve a Trillis, but it's still plenty high early on.
Gets the first one to fall. Cody Starr looking
Willie
for the second
Ligon
one.
On the floor for the first time for Degeneration X.
Out of Portland Bible College as well.
Portland Bible College well represented in this game. Here's Bain. A little weave action up top. Haven't seen much of that in these games that we've called.
Hilton really using that waist, getting the key, gets it stripped. As Kayvon West uses the fundamentals and off the glass.
West averaging about 24 points and 11 rebounds a game. And played at Concordia. A lot of good players to come out of Concordia BDS, which does not exist any longer.
And Caden Odles can pick up the foul before the foul from Luke Moody. Again, you can see a good turning out for this second game of the men's Final Four here at the Round League HQ as Ogles misses the first.
Ogles listed at only 6 foot, but averages about 11.5 rebounds and just under 8 assists a game, so affects the game in a lot more ways than just scoring, the shooting.
Over to Penueta.
Offensive foul called off the ball. We have not seen a lot of moving screens here tonight. It's been a rare call a little bit.
Hilton tries to get the wheel, his signature spin move.
They're trying to go through Tillman in the high post.
Really is a force to work with down there. Bad
Not
Boys.
a guy I would want to try to keep from getting to the basket. Well, nearly went out of bounds. Now Bain tries to free.
Yeah. D-Generation X doesn't have anyone really matching Hilton's size as West takes the jumper. A little inside out over to Ogles. Hilton grabs the board, but Cody Starr is able to get his hands in there to prevent the putback.
Yeah, D-Generation X as a team has done a great job of knocking the ball out of Tillman's hands when he's had it underneath the basket on a couple of occasions.
Over to Bain from the corner. Bain gets it to fall.
Bain's off to a little bit of a cold start, but he had that one. He's got a beautiful looking stroke out of Linfield. The guy that gets a ton of backspin on that rotation.
Moody looking to warm up as well. Pace is starting to pick up a little bit here. Bain with the heat check. There it is, averaging 25 and a half a game.
It's a 6-0 Bad Boys run that's got their bench into it. Once again, we see him go to that weave action.
Step back.
Answer, not that time.
As Bad Boys pick up a foul. Oh, D-Generation X picks up the foul.
I do think that call should have gone against Tillman. That's what I saw.
And that's the third on Austin Hilton, which will be a big impact on the game, as West loves to use the backboard.
A la Tim Duncan. You don't see a lot of guys call bank as often as we've seen West do it. Yeah, Tillman, though, playing with 3 fouls right now. Baines again. Can't make it 3 in a row.
Hilton gets it.
Tillman was probably coming out of the game pretty quick here playing with 3 fouls. Gets the putback, though.
As we have number 11, Willie Ligon, bringing the ball up.
Just the poke
Picked
away
up
by Ogles.
Moody gives up the easy foul on and one, as Ogles has no problem finishing the layup. Again, D-Generation X in white, Bad Boys in black.
It's a heck of an and one by Ogles. I thought he was all the way underneath the basket. I don't know how he got that up off the glass. Can't get the free throw, though. Rebound for Ligon. He brings the ball up himself.
Yeah, the free throws have really been the story of both games. Who's able to convert more as it gets down to those tight moments.
Nice rebound there from Baines through the contact. Ogles the hot hand right now.
Dempsey Roggenbuck looks for the corner 3.
The bench for Bad Boys is making themselves a factor right now with their energy and noise. As D-Generation's gotten pulled a little bit, their lead's all the way down to just 2.
Ogles running the point here, looking for the hot hand of Bain, who's not afraid to shoot.
He will shoot from anywhere. He won't let an air ball bother him.
From the volleyball line.
And he averages about 24 a game, so he'll continue to fire them from wherever.
Starr over to Kaler. Kaler cuts. Can't get it to fall, draws the foul.
Good take there from Jacob Taylor. Degeneration, a little bit of a drought right now.
Again, big free throws here. As Kaler gets the first to fall. Good looking shot there. Really feels like today's game is who's going to be able to find the hot hand first.
Yeah, neither side really with someone to catch fire just yet. So Ogles coming around to curl. Nice bounce pass to Wen there. It's knocked away though. Gonna stay at this end.
Arnold Wen gets the ball knocked out of his hands.
This Baines going to work in the low post now.
Aaron Bain with his skip to Jacob Adler. Gets that to
cross court find. Bad Boys just cut it all the way down to 1.
His star gets the spin move to create separation.
Star had a 30-point game earlier this season, so capable of going off. Pretty quiet so far.
The rare over and back is. So we have number 7, Mark Reasoner, checking in.
Good job by Jake Moody, I believe, helping force that turnover.
Willie Ligon looks for the 3, can't get it to fall.
First attempt there from Ligon in this one.
Dempsey brings the ball up court, wide open. Decides to reward himself as they leave him open on the perimeter.
Followed by a charging call. You know it's playoff time when we're seeing fellas taking the charges in men's league games. So again, continues to be Bad Boys with the much more lively of the two benches. I think it's making a little bit of a difference right now for the guys who are on the court.
2 in a row for Dempsey Rogenbuck out of Linfield.
Linfield College also very well represented in this one, especially on Bad Boys. Wonder if some of these guys are former teammates at that level. Took a lead from Reasoner. Dempsey, though, leaves it short.
I like to say I think he was surprised how open he was on that one.
Yeah, that lead from Resner. The no-looks, as beautiful as they are, often leave shooters a little bit unprepared to go up with it.
Kaler enters low to Kayvon West, who's using the left side board all day. Not an easy angle.
Top corner of that square, it'll go in every time. If you can find it, you're in good shape. Good rebound from West, too.
Snatches it out of the air. And we'll also say that he is using the glass on somewhat of a crooked.
Canessa Penueto with the drive and finish. Degeneration X the lead back. Again, Bad Boys playing without the 6'6" Austin Hilton right now. So going with a much smaller lineup. West with the steal.
West snatches that one too. Hilton comes back in the game.
Right on cue, yeah. A little surprised playing with the 3 fouls. Still a lot of time left in this first half, but they're going to roll the dice and go with their big man. See if they're looking for him on the post up right here. They are.
Yeah, Generation X doesn't have much that can match the sheer size and strength of Hilton down there.
Well, they're going to wave that shot off.
They call it on the ground.
It's the most objection we've seen on an official's call in this game. Certainly not in game 1. Still going to be a 1-and-1 for Hilton.
Yeah.
But as you were saying, Julie, whenever he's in the game, Degeneration X has to send multiple bodies when he catches the ball in the post.
And yeah, I don't know if you've been watching a lot of suits. Hilton might have had a case for an and one there, but gets his offensive rebound off of the 1-and-1 miss.
There's Dempsey again, tying the game up.
Keone Petueta finds the opening. Nice little right hand, left side finger roll to Adler in the corner.
Both of the Penueta brothers have been huge for D-Generation X.
There's Hilton.
That time they will count the and one for Hilton after the offensive board.
And subbing in here for Caden Ogles is number 22, Francisco Mendoza.
Mendoza, captain of this Bad Boys team, getting some late half run. Hilton hits the free throw. It's Bad Boys by 2.
Again, I assume with what we're working with, this is a typo, but Francisco Mendoza checking in at a huge 5'1". And based on the looks of it, I'm saying probably 5'10", 5'8".
One could assume, but fun to pretend nonetheless.
Reasoner finds himself open with no help side D coming in for Degeneration X there.
Nice attack and finish by the former PCC Panther.
West just finding home down in the short corner. Use the size of the mismatch to either use a bank or get to the bucket. In this case, gets to the line.
Nearly the and one of the night. Swishes home the free throw, though.
Gets it to fall.
You know, I don't want to jinx anything, but I think this is the longest we've gone calling these games without the crooked rim really being a factor. I can't remember too many bounces we've had.
From our first game, maybe Corey Falecki fixed that crooked run with a couple jaw-dropping slams throughout the game as Adler gets called for the travel. Here we have number 13, Keone Penueta.
Haven't seen Kanoe Penueta bringing the ball up, but he's got Hilton on him again, playing with the 3 fouls. Finds his brother Canesse down low for the 2.
Dempsey Roggenbuck can't get it to fall. Reasoner with the offensive rebound.
Reasoner, for not a very big guy, sneaks in. Does a lot of dirty work, grabs a lot of offensive rebounds, gets a lot of deflection, grabs a lot of loose balls.
Over to Roggenbuck again.
Mendoza, whistle, that's a big foul on Mendoza's. It'll put
1-and-1.
West on the line here, yeah.
But here we have the Bad Boys subbing back in, Aaron Bain. Lethal shooter, still looking to get it going. It's again, D-Generation X in white, Bad Boys in black for a 3-point ball game.
Big last 2 minutes. The Generation X hoping they can finish this half on a little bit of a run and go into our 2-3 minute halftime with a little bit of a cushion.
Adler stops and pops.
Jacob Adler out of Occidental with the beautiful looking pull up there. There's Penueta again. That's Keone Penueta with the quick answer. Really trying our hardest to avoid the rain metaphors, but with all these threes, it was Adler again, back-to-back threes for him. Telling his guys, let's get a stop here.
Both teams starting to heat up here. Again, playing to take on We Hoop for Fun in the championship on Wednesday. Also, ooh, Hilton with the hands there.
Hilton playing with 3 fouls, able to get that steal. Hot hands, Adler. He's not seeing the rim right now. Reminiscence of my performance between games 1 and 2 of the women's Final Four the other night.
At this point, D-Generation X needs to talk a little bit on that matchup when a man's gone 3 for 3 on 3 straight possessions. As Willie Ligon tries to make that.
Nobody gets a body on West. He gets the putback, uses the glass again.
And it looks like we have Willie Ligon picking up Adler.
They want to get Adler one more look as Bad Boyz is going to get the last shot of this half. Counted it down from 10.
Over in the corner for Bain. Mendoza at the buzzer.
Mendoza team captain with the buzzer beater.
And here we have a
ball
game. Bad Boyz up 3 over Degeneration X as we go into halftime. Make sure to follow the Round League on Instagram. Here we are back. Bad Boyz in black. Hitting the hot hand of Jacob Adler to close the first half to go up 3. D-Generation X in white. Looking to get on a little bit of a roll as Jake Moody looks to open the half with a 3. Comes up a little short.
Might have been just partially blocked there by Bain. They've gotten just a fingertip on it. Good take by Ogles for another and 1.
Looks to get the 3 the old-fashioned way, as you can hear the energy is ramping up from Bad Boyz as they're playing for a trip to go to the championship.
Yeah, Bad Boyz, a lot of former college players, and they've got that energy of a March Madness fence on every make right now.
Cody Starr bringing the ball up the court to Willie Ligon. Loses it on the way up.
Ogles has a couple of steals tonight as well.
Reasoner can't get it to fall, but they get the offensive rebound, and hey, he's there again at the line.
Ogles living on and ones. That's at least his third of the game, his second in about a minute of basketball here in the second half. Canese Penueta back into the game. Only a minute and change into this second half. Not liking the way it's gone without him so far. Ogles hits the free throw.
Cody Starr bringing it up court to Canese down low in the corner, guarded by Bain. A little bit of a fade off the front of the rim for Reasoner's rebound.
Didn't hit the shot, but I like Penueta coming in and immediately saying, give me the ball, trying to stop this run on its own.
Ogles down to Hilton.
Hilton's played quite a bit. He stayed clean with those 3 fouls. Ogles gets a screen from him.
Bain with the board.
Yeah, Bain and Hilton really starting to make it tough for the smaller D-Generation X on the offensive glass.
As Bad Boyz has opened up their lead from a hot end of the first half to going up 10 here to start the second as Cody Starr stops the bleeding.
Yeah, Starr, again, we mentioned at a Concordia, has gone for 30 earlier this season in a round league game, so capable of going off.
Hilton stretching the floor. Slowing it down a little bit here. Kayvon West, who's been pretty consistent through the first half, the star.
Can't hit the open three.
A little bit of frustration settling in here as the players are starting to talk to the refs.
Yeah, again, a sign that perhaps fatigue is setting in more than the players would like to think that it is. Both these guys were out here less than 24 hours ago.
Yeah, you can tell Hilton just has the fundamental veteran big man game of reading all cuts and loops.
Yeah, and his teammates do a really good job of playing off him, not just standing and watching when he's got it in the high post.
Star bringing it up court, guarded by Reasoner. Sees the opportunity, but just a bit high.
Not seeing these teams push the pace quite the way we did in game one. Whoever faces We Hoop for Fun in the championship, it's going to be a contrast of styles. Good finish from West there, wanted the and one.
Nice little bit of finesse there from West. Penuetta with the straight up contest.
And that's a Penuetta with the swat there.
A little bit of a broken fast break, but Cody Starr, as we see D-Generation X going on a little bit of a run here to bring it back within 4.
On that last bucket, you can see how Starr could go for 30. Very crafty, a nice job of finding the angle off the glass on a tough runner. Hilton trying for the answer, misses, but gets his own miss and putback.
An excellent read, too, just being patient up top. Sees the man run through the wheel route, sees the floor open up and takes advantage. Willie Ligon for 3 from the corner. And
Willie
just like
Ligon,
that, back in.
Another guy who's gone for 31 in a game. It's been quiet so far. Maybe that'll get him going. Dangerous pass from Ogles is stolen.
Again, a little bit more walking starting to happen off of the offensive boards. Penuetta gets called for the foul from the block from behind.
Penuetta thought he had all ball there, but we had a decent angle on it sitting here just about mid-court or just to our right of it.
Picks up his 4th foul as Aaron Bain gets a little bit of touch there.
Well, once again, shout out these round league officials who do a tremendous job, deal with a lot of embattlement, a lot of objection from these round league players.
Here we have subbing in as Jacob Adler, number 40 for the Bad Boys, and number 25, Alexis Seguda.
So Bad Boys going a lot smaller as Hilton heads back to the bench.
Cody Starr looking to get some points on the board.
Yeah, the outside shot still is falling right now for Starr. Physicality starting to ramp up, though.
Five-point game here. Just a game of runs. Winners go on to that championship Wednesday evening after the women's game at 7:15.
Ogles in the post. Has 3 and 1s today. Can't finish there. Good defense by Ligon.
Skip pass from Kaler to Keone Penuetta. Almost loses the handle. Up to Kayvon West. Down to Kaler.
Nice job by Taylor, spinning back to that left shoulder, going glass.
And that's just a fundamental post-practice routine there. Skip pass, move the Adler. Get some numbers. Kaler
would have tied the game. Ogle's another guy, fan of his game. There's a lot of guards in this round league that rebound really well for their size, and he's one of them. Again, he averages almost 12 a game at 6 foot. Got him running the point here now.
Adler over to Alex Asaguda. It makes his name known hitting the three. And he probably has the freshest legs of anyone on the court. Didn't see him in the first half.
Didn't see a lot of Mendoza, didn't see a lot of Usaguda, but they each hit 2 big threes.
An impressive finish for the and one for Keone Penueta.
Yeah, he's had a lot of big answers for D-Generation X tonight following Bad Boyz makes.
Number 99, Arnold Wynn, checking into the ball game. I don't know if it's just me, Sam, but you can definitely see a little bit of fatigue.
I agree. I mean, we're seeing a lot of the guys who have played most of this game for Bad Boyz on the bench right now, outside of Hilton and Bain. Usaguda had the big three a minute ago, but turns it over there. We're also seeing the tensions rise a little bit as West and Hilton getting a little tangled up, arguing about whose ball it is. We'll stay at this end.
The Round League should institute the old school jump ball, the NBA jump ball, where we actually tip off.
Wouldn't mind seeing it. Didn't see a challenge in the first game, but worth keeping in mind in the tie game, second half, that each of these teams can challenge the call if they disagree with it.
Star over to West. West uses his size to pick up the foul. Gets to the line here. West has been pretty consistent all night.
Yeah, he's been huge for D-Generation X. Everybody on Bad Boyz trying to argue that he maybe initiated some of that contact. Again, with this running clock and fatigue sets in, you see guys start to take their time more and more on these trips to the foul line.
You start to notice it in the shot, too, coming up a little bit of short, relying a little bit more on the arms and the legs.
Able to make it a 2-point game there.
We saw Adler get pretty hot in the last few minutes of the first half. Been pretty quiet
outside
to
of that
start.
flurry, hasn't done a ton. Tries to split the defense there and turns it over.
Hilton remaining careful up top. The blow by Penueta.
What a drive to the rim by West. Not just spectating. Great feed by Penueta as well.
Hilton really settling into the post. Offensive foul. That's going to be Hilton's fourth.
West planted his feet. He covered up. He may have sold the charge a little bit, but he was there and there was contact. It was a great defensive play.
He might as well have just rented an Airbnb because he set up for a while.
He was there in plenty of time to take on that contact from Hilton, who's now got 4 fouls.
Penueta with a beautiful step back for 3.
Keone Penueta putting D-Generation X on his back in the second half. Moving screen will wave that one off.
And then we have a foul on a moving screen there on a Bain 3 as Ogles checks in.
Tensions rising as the fatigue does down the stretch of this one. Penueta's the hot hand right now for D-Generation X.
Nice lefty.
Good shot by Ligon. It's simple offense right now for D-Generation X. Stephen Penueta trying to get to the basket and have one of their guards dive to the rim off that. He's been finding them.
Defensive pressure there. Kaler up for the layup. Again, a little bit of a heat check going on here as a travel from Mark Reasoner is called.
I think that's a 9-0 D-Generation X run. Good timeout from Bad Boys.
Composure timeout from Bad Boys. Bad Boys down 62-69 as we head into the timeout. And there we have Bad Boys taking a little bit of a composure timeout. Stop a little bit of the bleeding. Things are getting a little bit of chippy. Kaler misses the corner three.
To get a miss and a stop out of the timeout. Yeah, Aaron Bain, who's on the bench right now, was leading the positivity, telling his guys, let's go, we're fine.
Ogles up top, uses the screen from Wynn. Deep
Tough
three.
shot there from Ogles, goes out of bounds. That was one of the best defensive possessions we've seen as a group there from D-Generation X in either game tonight. They can sense they're getting closer to a spot the championship Wednesday. Good tip there from Reasoner.
Good tip over to Adler. Back to Reasoner in rhythm. Ogles gets a second chance.
Good rebound there from Ligon, who, again, he's put up 31 in a round league game. Hasn't done a ton of scoring in this one, but bringing the ball up the court as D-Generation's trying to slow it down a little bit now.
Ooh, step through on the foul-prone Austin Hilton with 4.
You know, I know it's mostly Kevin West, but this D-Generation X team loves going glass. They call big, even on a shot from Ligon straight on just there. Big answer from Hilton. Delay a game warning after the bucket. As again, the tensions continue to rise down the stretch here.
The Penueta brothers in the backcourt, Jacob Kaler, Cody Starr, and Willie Ligon in for D-Generation X, Austin Hilton, Jacob Adler, Francisco Mendoza, Aaron Bain, and Mark Reasoner in for the Bad Boys in black.
Mendoza getting on the floor there. Keeping Taylor from getting that offensive board.
Reasoner for 3. Reasoner is a dope last name. It's kind of like the Punisher's adversary, the Reasoner.
Reasoner, yeah, absolutely. Let's talk this through. Yeah, he's played well. Again, another former PCC Panther. We always love to give them some extra love, but first make from beyond the arc for him. Grabs the rebound on the Ligon miss there.
Adler to the shooter, Bain in the corner, who finds a loop around. And you can feel the energy coming back for Bad Boys.
Yeah, Bad Boys, again, now down just 2. An immediate response after that timeout that put them down 9. Starr almost with the and 1 there. That was a nice take. Gives everybody a chance to catch their breath with the clock continuing to run right now.
Again, this is where it's really important to convert at the line as Starr gets the roll. And here we have Dempsey Rogenbuck checking in for Austin Hilton.
I imagine this will be a pretty short rest for Hilton, who does have 4 fouls. But they're going to want him on the floor for the closing minutes of this one.
There's Adler's, I think, first attempt of the second half.
Yeah, I missed who it was, but whoever got out on that contest did a nice job helping to force that miss.
Rogenbuck kind of left on an island there. Penuetta takes it to the line.
Aaron Bain upset to be the one whistled for that personal there.
And
it's Penuetta at the line. This is Kinesse.
Aaron Bain, who commits the foul, averaging 25.5 a game, picks up his 5th foul. Gets 6 fouls in the round league here.
You get 6, not 5, so he'll stay on the floor for now. His team down 4 with just under 8 minutes left, make it 5. And the leading scorer on this team, so they're going to roll the dice, as they did with Hilton in the first half.
It's hard to sit a man with 5 fouls who can shoot like that, and you can see why Bad Boys are taking the risk.
Yeah, Bain looked at his bench after that 3 and said, keep me in, I got it. And immediately is called for a 6th foul. Looked like he did a pretty good job of being vertical there, but some contact, and that'll be it for Bain.
And some of the bench for D-Generation X is excited to see that Aaron Bain is fouled out. It's always nice to be on the opposing team when a shooter like that can no longer enter the game.
Yeah, you see again why he was staying in the game after picking up his 5th foul, but that's the risk you run when that happens.
Sarr gets him to fall as we have a 4-point game. D-Generation X in white, Bad Boys in black. Winner goes on to play We Hoop for Fun on Wednesday evening. As
we're seeing this weave action up top from Bad Boys.
Dempsey Rogenbuck makes 2. Kaler with a nice cut and 2 there.
Again, makes it a 2-possession game. First look for Hilton in the post for a while. I'm going to call a foul on the floor, it looks like.
And again, Hilton continuing to abuse and use that size as we see Kayvon West check in for D-Generation X. And number 5, Caden Ogles, checking in for Bad Boys.
Each team's kind of going to the group they want to have on the floor for the final minutes of this one. There's Adler on the drive. A lot of contact. Wanted an and 1. Bad Boys directing a lot of attention to the officials right now, but they do get a stop down, just 2.
Adler from the volleyball line.
Intensity as high as it's been all night. We've still got 5 minutes left.
Again, West reads that there's not a lot of help side. He gets to the bucket, can't get it to fall.
No, not a lot of patience the last 2 trips for D-Generation X up 2.
Say, for being a 2-point game, these teams are playing with complete opposite pace.
Yeah, very, very composed, very deliberate approach for Bad Boys. Taylor going coast to coast. Draws the blocking foul on Adler, who can't believe it. Some big free throws coming up as the clock continues. Yoni Penuetta coming to the table to clarify D-Generation X does have 2 timeouts remaining.
The question about the name D-Generation X is, who's the real wrestling fan on the team?
Right, it has to be that. I have my questions. Same thing with Bad Boys. I assume they are fans of the movie franchise.
Or the Pistons. There it is. Signature.
John Sally, of course, a member of both. Big kiss off the glass there by West. He's got such a nice touch.
Rogenbuck for 3.
Big answer there.
To keep it within 2. You can feel the energy starting to creep up here as we fall into the last few minutes.
Yeah, West with the and 1. It's the kind of call that that Bad Boys has been asking for on some of their finishes. A miss and an immediate foul. That's a bit of a break there. Bad Boys not in the 1-and-1 yet, though.
And here, remember in the round league, the clock does stop under 2 minutes when it is within a 10-point game. Down to Hilton to use his size.
Pulls his way through the contact and the double team. The Penuetta brothers combining to shut him down that time. This will be bonus time. This will be a 2-shot foul.
And picks up his 5th foul here. And that is, remember, Bad Boys have already had 1 player foul out, one of their top scorers. And then one of their biggest presences on the court, Austin Hilton, with 5. As Penuetta misses the first one.
They certainly got the 3-point shooters on the floor to come back in this one. 1 out of 2 for Penuetta. It's a 5-point game.
Penuetta hits the minimum that you need in those situations. 1 for 2. Dempsey Rogenbuck steps up. Ogles, your favorite rebounding guard, picks up the foul.
Caden Ogles, I don't know how many he's got tonight, but again, averages about 11.5 rebounds a game. He's got 9 of them tonight.
First to go.
He needed that one, a huge offensive board. He can make this a 1-score game, hits both of these, and he does. Fights through the crooked rim and all.
Gets them both to fall. Here, Degeneration X and white, Bad Boys in black. Bad Boys with 1 timeout remaining, Degeneration X with 2.
Ogles goes for the steal in the post and doesn't get it. Leads to the easy lay-in for West off the Penuetta feed.
Goes for the gamble, misses the opportunity, and then also catches the defense sleeping. It's
Ogles with his 10th board of the game and the finger roll for the putback.
It's got to be a double-double.
Averages close to a triple-double.
There's one of the timeouts we find here. 1 timeout remaining on each team. Got ourselves a 3-point ball game. I don't know, at this point in time, you really got to consider where Degeneration X was trying to have the ball go during these possessions.
Yeah, again, no shot clock, so a chance to, they'll certainly not be in a hurry. I think a good timeout, they've still got 1 more. If you're Bad Boys, the question is how aggressive do you want to be, how quickly do you want to foul, put them on the line.
They are also in, yes, 1-and-1.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a trap or a double team on whoever's inbounding it. They'll want to get it out of Penuetta's hands.
Ogles putting the pressure on at half court.
We'll go side pick and roll action. Goes away from the screen though.
Just looking for the shot they want. A lot of ball movement happening here.
Ends up drawing a reach and foul on the drive. It's going to be on the floor, but it doesn't matter. It's 2 shots anyways.
And that foul might have been a little bit of a bailout there as Penuetta looked to be losing a little bit of control. Gets the first to fall to turn this into a 2-score game.
Just needs to make one of them to make it a 2-possession game. Under a minute left.
Gets them both to fall. 3 for 4 in these last minute. Keone Penueta.
Ogles finds Reasoner open in the corner. Needed that one.
The Reasoner.
His second three of the second half. They couldn't afford to keep trading twos. They go with the triple team. Once again, another questionable call. Keone Penueta was in a lot of trouble with 3 guys around him. Certainly kind of a bailout whistle.
Obviously, a lot of questions come from the Bad Boys where second game, maybe ball doesn't lie.
Certainly a situation where the classic Rasheed Wallace quote comes to mind. He does get 1 out of 2. Still a 3-point game. Degeneration X making him go. Show some patience. Another offensive rebound for Ogles. He's got it in the corner. Bad foul there. Degeneration X.
And here we are in 1-on-1 3-point ball game.
Call that foul against West.
Missed it.
Looked like he missed it on purpose there. Not sure if he did or not. Definitely left it way short.
I say Penueta takes action and wants to be the man to go to the line.
Yeah, he made sure it was him that was going to take that foul with the ball in his hands.
If you are tuning in, make sure to follow the Round League on Instagram. Shout out your favorite players. Send them a text after the game.
Leave a comment in the YouTube stream.
As the winner goes on to play We Hoop for Fun this Wednesday after the Women's Championship game at 7:15.
I believe Bad Boys is out of timeouts. Down 5, they're going to have to go really quick here.
Adler in the corner.
Pretty much had to have that one. They'll give one more foul, but the celebration's on for Degeneration X, who's about 8 seconds away from getting to the championship Wednesday.
Yeah, really a balanced effort today from both sides of the ball for Degeneration X. Bad Boys has put on some serious runs throughout the game, just hasn't been able to maintain that type of energy.
Yeah. We'll certainly have a thing or two to say about some of the calls in the second half. But again, a tremendous game for our officials as well. One more miss, and that's going to do it.
And there you have it.
Congratulations to Degeneration X.
We'll have them playing We Hoop for Fun this Wednesday after the Women's Championship game at 7:15 at Round League HQ. As always, follow the Round League on Instagram. Thanks for watching.